Soldier 76 is one of the most versatile heroes in Overwatch. His kit brings together many key elements, allowing him to fight on the front lines and deal efficiently with almost any threat that comes his way. So let's take a look at everything you need to know to dominate as Soldier 76.
We're all soldiers now.
He's classified as an offensive hero, but is a viable choice for either attack or defense team. He's a medium-ranged frontline fighter who relies primarily on his automatic rifle to dish out an accurate stream of bullets which have a near-instant travel time to their targets. His biggest strength is his versatility, which makes him almost always a good choice for a DPS player. His rifle is fully automatic, meaning you can hold down the trigger for a continuous stream of fire, which will grow less accurate the longer he fires without pausing. This can be effective against large heroes or those at close to medium range. However, for more accurate fire or tackling long-range targets, the gun can also be fired in short bursts. Used like this, he is pinpoint accurate and in the hands of a skilled player can rack up headshots for improved damage. His largest form of burst damage comes from his Helix rockets. This projectile will deal considerable damage with a direct hit, enough to finish off most non-tank heroes from about half health. It's best used at a close to medium range, as its travel time can allow long-range targets to move out of the way. And although it deals more damage with a body shot, shooting the floor at your target's feet can often be more reliable. His Biotic Field is an area effect heal that is placed on the floor and will heal any teammates who are within a small radius of the device. However, keep in mind the device requires line of sight as well as being within the visible field, meaning it will not work around walls or corners. He's also the only hero currently in the game with an unlimited sprint mechanic. Similar to what you might be used to in many modern first-person shooters, this gives 76 a speed boost to travel around the battlefield quickly. Useful for any long-distance traveling, but most of all, Sprint gives 76 the ability to reposition quickly to get good angles on team fights or cut off enemy heroes. Keep in mind though that you cannot shoot whilst running, so there is a brief moment between sprinting and shooting while 76 raises his weapon. His ultimate is Tactical Visor, an ability that turns 76 into an aimbot who only needs to point his reticule near a target to hit them with pinpoint accuracy. Triggering his ultimate will reload his gun as part of the animation, so activating it as your clip empties can be very effective in a team fight. However, the activation is telegraphed clearly to the other team, so being in a good position is very important to maximize the damage from this ability, as you can expect to either be focused heavily by the enemy team or for them to fall back out of sight as you trigger it. The shots from his ultimate are also all-body shots. This means it's much more effective at dealing with squishy heroes with small bodies that are normally harder to hit and less effective on large heroes where it's easy to get headshots with normal fire. 76 is at his best when fighting either on the front lines along with a tank or on the high ground and flanking, getting into positions to take out key targets like support heroes. One of his most important roles is neutralizing Pharah. Unchecked, Pharah can wreak havoc, and 76 is the most effective character at dealing with her. Her unpredictable movements through the air can be quite challenging for projectile-based heroes to deal with, but with 76 accuracy and super high-velocity rifle can track and dispatch her insanely quickly. He can make short work of heroes with large hitboxes like Roadhog. So long as he can avoid the hook, he can unload his rifle with ease into the large heads. The same goes for Diva, which 76 can deal good damage to her in the suit before finishing off the pilot with a well-timed Helix rocket as she ejects. Controlling the high ground can be very useful for 76, as it puts him closer to Pharah in the air and provides lines of sight to pick off heroes during the team fights, whilst also making it challenging for assassins to sneak up on him. Heroes that engage 76 out of his comfort zone are generally the most challenging. Close-range heroes like Tracer can be a nuisance, and although his Biotic Field can handle a lot of her damage, it can be challenging for 76 to down the fast-moving Tracer if he misuses his Helix rocket. On the other end of the spectrum, Widowmaker can also cause him a lot of problems, as he's unable to return fire effectively enough to kill her at extreme range. Any hero who can deal big bursts of damage can be challenging for 76, as unless his Helix rockets are available, he lacks the burst to counter them. Junkrat in particular can dispatch 76 quickly with a couple of grenades. Other heroes like Reaper or McCree can also take out 76 before he can react if they get in close. Lastly, we should note Reinhardt's effectiveness against 76, as his barrier can make him useless in a head-to-head fight, forcing 76 to reposition or flank. The best time to pick 76 can often be at the start of the game if you don't have any expectation of your opposition, which can be used to make more of an informed decision. He's one of the best hard counters to Pharah, so is also a good pick if your opposition is running one. He's also very effective in areas of the map that are accessible to high ground and medium-range sightlines, the streets of King's Row for example. And lastly, he's a good frontline hero, meaning if your team damage is mainly coming from assassin heroes like Genji or Tracer, Soldier 76 can stick with the group to provide damage for the tanks and supports in the main team fights, as well as a small amount of off-healing. We've just got time left for one last quick tip. Did you know you can use 76's Helix rockets to boost the height of your jump to reach high ground or clear large gaps? Simply jump in the direction you want to travel and shoot the ground at your feet as you leap into the air, a useful trick to reach the high ground or get to out of reach areas. Soldier 76 is very rarely a bad pick, and his kit can bring a lot to a team. He can fight both on the front lines and the flank, and is one of the most effective heroes at dealing with Pharah. His versatile kit means that although his strengths are not too great, neither are his weaknesses, and he can adjust to most situations and areas of the map easily. Do you have any awesome tips for those new to Soldier 76? Make sure to share them in the comments below. As always, this has been Dash for Curse saying thanks for watching and enjoy the game.